So today's other topic is nothing but documentation of C or structure of C. So what do you mean by documentation or structure? So till now what are the concepts we have covered are nothing but first thing, header files has been covered, right? Input and output functions has been covered, data types has been covered, and rules of the particular C language has been covered, right? So based upon these concepts you can write a basic program. But C is a structured programming language. Like say we have to follow some instructions, some rules are there. According to the structure we have to write the program. So what the instructions are nothing but first the header file you will write. We have to include the header files for the functions what you are going to use. Next we are writing the main. Yes. So now next after the void main is the one thing but start a program execution. Suppose I want to write addition program. So how many variables are required? So for addition you can say two variables for input and one variable for output. So totally three variables are required. So those variables I am declaring, like say int a comma b comma c. That is known as declaration. Now that int a comma b comma c is nothing but declaration. So next thing will be clr scr, that is a clear screen which is optional. This cl, yeah, this is optional, and declaration is must be done after the flower bracket itself. Compulsory the declaration must be done here itself. You can't do it after any statement or a instruction. Compulsory it must be done at the first line itself. Clear? Now I have declared the variables int a comma b comma c, but did I give any values? So I haven't given any values. For that we have to give the values. Then we are having a function known as input function, you can say scanf. The input function will be used to give the input. Then input function, after the input we have to write the logic or expression, like say c equals to a plus b is the expression, right? So we have written this particular c equals to a plus b. Now in that c we are having a value. To display the value, so to display the value we are using the output function. Fine. Then get ch, and this is also optional. So why it's optional at the time of programming I will show you. Now this is what documentation or structure of C. In the same thing we'll write a program for that particular example. Like say what are the header files you are going to use. Suppose what are the functions you are going to use. Get ch is a function, and clr is a function, right? To use these functions, what is the header? Yes, conio.h we have to use. And to use that input and output function, what is the header file you have to use? Yes, standard input output, right? So we are going to use say hash include stdio.h. Next we can say hash include conio.h, right? Now what does that mean? Main is the start of program execution, right? So void main. After main we have to declare the variables. So for addition program how many variables are required? Three variables, right? So int a comma b comma c. Fine. After that clr scr, CLR says clear screen. Next, what is the input function? Scanf. How many control strings you can say? Two control strings will be used, percentile d, close the double quotes, comma. What do you have to write now? We have to use, we have to write ampersand a comma ampersand b, close it. Next, what is the logic? You can say c equals to a plus b. Fine. We got the c value and we want to display it. For that, we are using a function known as printf, the output function. So we are displaying the value along with a message, right? The message must be in such a way that everyone should understand, right? Say addition of two numbers, percentile d, comma, what is that variable name? You can say the variable name is c, close that part. Now that get ch will be the right and have this part. Fine. So this is what you can say as input and output function, right? Printf and scanf, and get ch is a get the characters and CLI is the clear screen. Fine. So this is the documentation or structure of C.